They creep away into shadows, trying to avoid the reaper's gallows. Frauds, scammers, watch them scatter. As the sickle swings, hell opens, another soul enters on the death angel's wings. Friday the reaper begins. Pieces, your time was up, your fraud now ceases. The sickle swings, the crow sings, the crimes their deception welcomes reapers, chilly reception. Off with their heads, the reaping begins. She saw your fraud, your scams, your sin. Let it all be shown, let the reaping begin. The sickle swings, the crow sings, their crimes, their deception welcomes reapers, chilly reception. They creep away into shadows, trying to avoid the reaper's gallows. Frauds, scammers, watch them scatter. As the sickle swings, hell opens, another soul enters on the death angel's wings. Friday the reaper begins. Run, run, she saw your sins. Run, run. The sickle swings, the crow sings, the crow's their deception welcomes reapers, steady reception. Their crimes, their deception welcomes reapers, chilly reception. Off with their heads, the reaping begins. She saw your fraud, your scams, your sin. Let the reaping begin. Let the reaping begin. The refill swings, the crow sings. Fraud the reaper begins.
Hey everybody, happy Valentine's Day. How's everybody's Valentine's Day going so far? Oh, and we get to spend it together. That's awesome. I didn't even realize that my live day fell on Valentine's Day this year. And by the way, Skittles, rude. You just ended your live stream. You didn't say anything. You didn't say bye. You just up and ended it. And I'm like, what just happened? I got to give Skittles a hard time. Oh, what was that I just saw? Because that was sweet. Oh, breast cancer warrior. Your son proposed to his girlfriend this morning. Oh, and she said yes. Yay. It does sound like Skittles. My Valentine's Day has been great. It's been pretty good, if I say so myself. Definitely have no complaints, that's for sure. I'm just waiting for more people to come in before we start. I probably shouldn't have chosen Valentine's Day to put this info out because I kind of need everybody to hear this, but it is what it is. We have our rewatch team who comes and rewatches after the live streams. We'll definitely be going over this again on Wednesday, so I'll probably have to do a recap anyways. How was your birthday? My birth. I don't even have a real birthday till 2028, but my fake birthday is on the 28th of this month. So I will celebrate. But yeah, no. I know some people have been trying to guess the scammer I'm talking about. It's nobody you know. That I can say for a fact. It's nobody you know. Unless you've seen this person. You may have seen them and you have no clue that they're scamming. Oh, really? Tammy, yeah, mine's the 29th, but since there is no 29th, I have to celebrate on the 28th. So we'll be celebrating together this year. Let's see. Yeah, I didn't even think about tonight being Valentine's Day. There's probably a lot of people out having dinner and stuff. Well, this is the only thing I have prepared for tonight, so we're going with it. Oh, Lilac. Thank you so much, Lilac, for gifting 5 Predator Reaper memberships. Chuck Mill. Who else? Captain Ahab, Chuck Mill, Creature of the Night, Oopsie Daisy, and Lynn 1219. Congratulations and welcome. And I know there was something at the very beginning of the stream as well. Let me grab it. Amber has put up with my ass for 8 whole months. Thank you so much. Happy Valentine's Day, Reaper in chat. Happy Valentine's Day to you. And yes, I am looking at YouTube's chat as well so I can see who gets any memberships. As a matter of fact, I will be giving away 5 free memberships tonight as well. I don't think I did any at the beginning of the month. So we can do some tonight and then at the end of the month. I never liked going to dinner on Valentine's. Oh, it's always so crowded. KFC sounds really yummy right now. Oh, Sunflower Tornado. Well, when I gift out 5 free ones, I hope you get one. It's completely random. We don't have control. Let's get this going. Okay. Oh, it's a lot of info. I did do a background check. I cannot show that tonight because I have not finished redacting everything. But I do have, damn, I forgot to put that in the file. I do have their criminal background. I have their mugshot and stuff. Oh, where'd that go? Oh, that's in screenshots. Okay. I did forget to put that in there. Yep, there it is. Let me add it to the album. Album's already put together and emailed to myself, so we don't have to worry about that tonight. Okay. So, you had a date with yourself. Chicken wings and tater logs. Ooh, that sounds good. Okay. So this is not like one of your run-of-the-mill scammers. Okay. We're not talking about Elisa tonight. Yes, he did get his TREATS already. I don't want to say it out loud because I don't need him waking up and running back over here for extras. But yes, he did get them, and he's good to go for the live stream. Okay, so God, this is so hard to. Not your run-of-the-mill scammer. Somebody you actually would not even imagine would be scamming, especially if you come across one of her. So I came across her TikTok videos about 4 or 5 nights ago. And I started watching them. And the only reason why she grabbed my attention is because, like all of you know, I've been reading the Epstein files. So the first one I saw of her was that she is a survivor of Epstein and the Epstein Islands. So I started watching her. And as I started watching her videos, something just didn't add up. Like, you know, when you watch something or you see something, no, I'm not doping garlic. And you have like this gut feeling. And usually you always go with that gut feeling. So I started doing a little digging, put her name in TikTok, and holy shit, I'm glad I went with that gut feeling. I am going to show videos. But her and her girlfriend, who she tells everybody is her daughter-in-law, but neither one of them are married. Her and her girlfriend, Brittany, it's Cassiopeia and Brittany, claim that they are survivors of Epstein's Island. Now, the first thing that caught my attention was exactly beauty junkie. Thank you. The first thing that caught my attention was certain things she was saying about the Epstein of her experience were almost word to word what I was reading in the files. And that was the first thing that caught my attention. I'm like, wait a minute, I just read something about that. And that sounds like word to word. So I would go back and find it. And sure enough, it was almost word for word. The experience, almost word for word. Details, almost word for word in the files. So I'm like, okay, let me look her up. She's nowhere in the files. Nowhere is her girlfriend. Now, yes, a lot of the victims were redacted. So unless I can actually unredact it, which I can't, and find her name, can't say 100% that she's not in it, but I haven't found her. Neither has anybody else who's looked. So as I'm researching this lady and her girlfriend, I come across a few creators who have been calling these two out since, I think, 2023. So she claims to have a nonprofit organization. Hello, Garlic. Hi, Garlic. She claims to have a nonprofit organization where she rescues trafficked children. Now, first of all, when I did her background, I did find out that she has a Chapter 7 and Chapter 13 under her belt. Therefore, she can't legally have any kind of charities, nonprofit, profit, neither one. She also has not filed taxes on this charity in 3 years. So that was a big red flag. So then she also claims that she and her girlfriend are living in this, what looks like a rundown 80s camper. But that's not what her background says. Like current address is in a 4-bedroom, 3-bath house that costs $286,000. So that didn't sit right with me. Now, she could have that house or whatever. Could be renting it out. Could be living in this camper. I don't know. There's going to be a lot of allegedlys in this. I'll put out the names and everything. We're going to see the videos, Indiana Nana. We're going to see all that. So I'm just kind of giving you backstory right now. So there were a couple of the things that caught my attention. So before she even, I went back and looked at some of the older stuff of hers. And before she even, I guess, mentioned she was part of the Epstein stuff, she has claimed, she's made 2 very bold claims. One, everybody knows who John Walsh and Adam Walsh is, right? I assume everybody in here knows who they are, correct? Adam Walsh was John Walsh's son, went missing, was found murdered later. He actually, I think he's the one that started America's Most Wanted. So she claims that John Walsh is her father, and Adam Walsh never existed. She also claims that the Pope is her child's father. Just stay with me here because this is a lot of shit I'm talking about, okay? A lot of shit. And a lot of this, right, you would think she would have made the claim of being on Epstein's islands and stuff years ago. There are certain people who have fallen victim to her and her girlfriend, and their names are Cassiopeia and Brittany. They're I mean, duh, of course I have it. It's a here. Beyond Duality Inc. So, do you remember what story, Lilac? So, anyways, as the Epstein files start coming out, all of a sudden I start seeing her. Well, she does have she says that she has a personality disorder and all kinds of other stuff. Another thing that caught my attention was, and I'll show you this video where she states it, is she states that with her and Brittany having been victims or survivors of Epstein, that the one thing they never fell into was drugs. It was the one thing they didn't do. They did have, she said that they do a lot of coffee, espresso, and the energy, those little 5-hour energy drinks or whatever. But she says she's never done drugs. But that's when I looked up her background myself, for her to have said that on, I believe it was January 23rd, but in her file or her criminal charges, she was convicted of possession of controlled substance without prescription, marijuana possession not more than 20 grams. No bond set on both. But here's the big one. Is, again, she claims to run a nonprofit organization for saving trafficked children, but yet she was convicted of child neglect without great bodily harm. I don't know, like, the first big lie that I noticed was the whole I've never done drugs. I stayed away from those. And then you have charges of drug possession, convictions of drug possession. And then you claim that you have a nonprofit organization saving children from being trafficked with a conviction of child neglect without bodily harm. Yeah, I don't think those two mesh very well either. I don't think any of that sounds racist. I don't know where you're going with that. But anyways, it's a huge rabbit hole. Thankfully, I did reach out to a couple of people. Dirty Smurf, you are 100% correct. I'm going to let you see videos. I'm going to show you 2 videos of hers. And then I'm going to show you the videos of the people that are calling her out. They explain it a lot better than I can. Tonight is just kind of like an introduction to them. I am currently as of today, we'll be working with some of these people to get more of the evidence so that I can continue to bring this to light. This needs to be dealt with. It's bad enough we have scammers on TikTok that are claiming to be victims of this, and that. But unsolved mysteries, that's what it was. Thank you. But, and I had a bad feeling that once these Epstein files came out and became so big that we were going to have people on TikTok try and use that to scam money. Like, that's fucked up. Fucked up so bad. To claim to be a victim, allegedly claim to be a victim. After the shit I've read and seen in those files, to claim to have been a part of that so that you can get money is beyond sick. Like, absolutely beyond sick. Right, Dale? Exactly what I'm saying. I hope my internet holds out tonight. They're sending somebody out next week. I couldn't get anybody earlier. So let's hope that my internet holds out. But first, I want to show you her video first, the one that I saw first of her, of Cassiopeia. And then I'll show you the one with her and her girlfriend where they talk about how they're so proud of themselves for never getting involved with drugs. And then I'll show you the mugshot with the charges, but she was also convicted. Because I guess she disappeared from TikTok for quite a while, and it was because she was in jail for all this. And then I'll show you some of the videos of the people calling her out, or calling them out. They're actually calling both of them because they're both part of this. So we have learned, or I have learned, that downloading these to my desktop and playing them that way does work better than just playing them. So that's what we're going to do. I probably should have done that first, but it is what it is. Okay. I'm here. I'm just getting these videos ready. Okay, here we go. Oh, wait. Hey, Miss Megadeth. Haven't seen you in a while. Glad you are here. Was it that? I think it was. No, I know it wasn't that one. There it is. Okay, so let me download this one first. Downloading now. Yay. Oh, you're fine, me. Okay, it is downloaded. All right. So let me go ahead and share it. Video file, desktop.
Yeah, I got to see the prototype. I really.
That's what I have to go by.
And I really like its design. When it comes out, you'll
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, present, file.
I know the first one is free. But I think I like 10 to 20 bucks each.
Okie dokie. And here we go.
Survived the islands.
I know I'm going to get a lot of hate for this, and honestly, I don't blame anybody.
That's the one.
First one's free, the second one is $10, the third one's $15, and the fourth one is $20.
Oh, did I not put that? It's fine. 'Tis fine. I mean, we needed to watch that one anyways. But I wanted you guys to see her first. So that before you see the videos of everybody else, I wanted you to see her first.
And I see that the prototype design got leaked.
And that is okay that it did that. That's fine. That's fine.
And we thought it was from.
Because I have more. Well,
It wasn't from our animation team, it was from the other animation team.
okay, so of them two first. That way you get introduced to both of them one at a time. All right, let's remove this. All right, that one's ready to go. Video file. See, these are all in the album.
In all seriousness, that's Brittany. She's my daughter-in-law. I'm my best friend. We haven't talked a whole lot about, well, the fuck you do.
No,
Or how she got into all this.
because that's not where we wanted the focus.
That part. And a lot of it was she made herself invisible for years. She didn't talk about herself. She brought forward the information to the children.
That's why we didn't want the focus to be on who's me. No, we wanted the children and who's the children and what's happening to them and what has happened to them being forward, and that was most important.
And she never takes credit. And the reason that y'all don't really know who the fuck Brittany is, or what she does, or what part she had and has in all of this, how she associated with the islands, all these people. The biggest reason y'all don't know is because for all those years she was rescuing me. She was getting me out. So she couldn't say much, and nobody asked her questions, or she would have told you. She kind of had to pull off the best undercover boss job ever. And just be there and witness it all. Help me the whole time. She saved my life over and over and over and over and over and over.
Yeah, we were in some pretty dangerous situations, but we were able to get out of them.
Back in 2020.
Because we worked together. And because she believed a survivor. And then she believed all the survivors. So there's a lot of people out there alive because Brittany listened. That's who Brittany is.
But yeah, like what David
She's
said,
the reason that I'm still standing here. And hundreds of other people. That's Brittany. Look, now you don't got nothing to say. I say something nice about you.
I
Tell the
love
truth.
to say, and y'all can ask who all the other survivors are all you want, but we won't tell. They can come forward on their own, or they can stay private, because that's what we stand for, is their safety and privacy and security.
4 years, we've never asked a single one to come forward. We don't need it. Brittany has never asked, and neither have I. We've never asked for you to believe anything we say. We don't expect you to buy nothing. We ain't selling anything.
Just remember, it's their worst traumas they're talking to you about from a children perspective.
Yeah.
So handle it like you would talking to any child.
Forever. She was one too.
Mm-hmm.
Me too.
Are you gonna drink her?
Y'all, without Brittany listening, I would have never spoke. And thousands more wouldn't have either. That's how important one conversation with unconditional love.
Because no matter how much these, like herself has spoken, I've had people be, oh, you understand what she's saying to you? Yes, because it wasn't coded. It just came from a child perspective. Different language. Have you heard your kids speak, try to explain something to you? Like, it is so far off from what they were actually trying to tell you. But, like, you got it. You understood your kid. Yeah, that's what all survivors deserve as well. Understand them like you would your own children. Makes it easy.
Takes one to know one. Most of all, she's just my Brittany.
So there's a small introduction to the both of them. I already gave the trigger warning at the beginning. Oh, I guess I could write. Hold on. Hold on, I'm putting a thing up there.
I think the ancient city shit is probably like the best update they've had with Minecraft.
Okay, there we go. Okay, so that was an introduction to the two of them. I'm trying to decide which video to show next, honestly. I know, again, this is sensitive to a lot of people. If you cannot watch it, please do not stay. I don't ask you to watch my videos or my live streams. That is solely your choice. I appreciate you being here because the more people that learn about people like this, then the more people can spread the information, because nothing would get out if it wasn't spread to more than one person at one time. But if it is too much for you to handle, then yes, absolutely, do not continue to watch, because tonight's live stream is going to be on this. Because as far as the evidence that I have and the people I have spoken to, yes, these two that I just showed you are lying to scam money from people. And it's just as, it's actually, in my opinion, it's more important than talking about Lisa or Julie or any of these fucking scammers. Because this is huge and they know it is. And they know that they can sit there and say whatever the fuck they want and get money from it. Because who are they? Like, people want to hear this stuff right now. It's so fresh and it's so big that if you just put your face on a TikTok video and say, I was a survivor of Epstein Island, I was there, I was trafficked as a child, and I went through all that horror. And you got details from the files themselves and claim them as your own details. That's fucked up. And people need to know so that they don't give them money. There are real survivors, but let's also not forget there were real victims who are no longer here. We're talking newborns, children, young adults adult who didn't have a fucking say. And we've got people faking it for fucking money. So yes, I'm going to put this out. That is what my channel is for. It's not always going to be about pointing and laughing at stupid, like when we watched Lisa. It's just never going to be always that. And I'm sorry if I'm getting upset. But what they are doing has pissed me the fuck off. I'm gonna let you watch the one with the one girl who knows these two individuals personally and can give you way more insight than I can. Which video? I already have it downloaded. I just gotta figure out which one it was again. It's that one. Okay. All right. I know which one it was now. I'll let her explain a big chunk of it. I have to use the restroom, so I will be right back.
I survived the islands.
I know I'm going to get a lot of hate for this, and honestly, I don't blame anybody for coming at me for saying what I'm about to say, because I too was one of those people who were going after anyone who tried to discredit what Cassiopeia and Brittany were saying. I was fully supportive of both of them. I am actually even in the book that they wrote, and I wish that I would have seen the red flags a lot sooner, because I would have not put my name in that, or my TikTok name, whatever you want to call it. I've had multiple accounts since then, so obviously this one's different. But there was a group of us who fully supported her and was even working with her. Like, we were supposed to sign some agreements and paperwork and whatnot that was emailed to us. And like, before we went any further, we actually found out what we learned from all of this. And I'm glad I didn't sign anything and go forward with any of this. Cassiopeia and Brittany are frauds. They are here for financial gain, followers, videos, likes, comments, to go live and get people to donate. That is literally their entire agenda. Sorry, I had to switch up my location after picking up my kid from drum lessons. But anywho, yeah, the whole thing started when we started really seeing the red flags. It wasn't just about the story switching up, because like I said, you know, that happens in trauma. But what really resonated with us was whenever her family started saying, hey, look, don't believe everything she says. She has issues, whatever. Okay, we all have family members that can be the wrong side. You know what I mean? Like, they might be the crazy ones and we're the good eggs, but that's not always the case. So we took that with a grain of salt. But the real issue was whenever she started to latch on to Megan Walsh and kind of lean in towards that. Because originally the story was about her being sold to the Pope and this and that. And it wasn't until she latched onto Megan that it was, oh, just my dad. And then just the story kept growing and growing. And then she latched onto Allie Carter in her story. And anybody can research things to find out information about all this trafficking stuff, the Epstein Islands, Candyland, all Captain Hook. All of these things are easily researchable. I mean, I've been a conspiracy theorist for a long time. So yeah, a lot of the things that people are just now finding out about, I knew about it many years ago. Megan Walsh and I had actually had conversations. I mean, I have text messages, I have phone calls. I mean, like some of the other people in the group. I'm not going to name everybody because I know some people just don't want to be a part of it anymore, which I completely understand, because when you piss her off, she will attack you. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to get a lot of stitched videos and comments and everything else, and she's probably going to block me like she's done before. So I already know the pattern. I know how this is going to go, but I cannot not say anything about this, because I feel like a lot of people are being so manipulated by this. And I don't care about views, I don't care about followers, I have had over 17 accounts, so I really could care less. I've never made money off of this app. However, this woman has even reached out to Mama Tot and tried to attack her. And there's a video on that. I have screenshots and videos of that as well, where she was upset that she wasn't getting money donated to her. And Mama Tot was like, really? Like, you just have to watch the video, I promise. Anyways, besides all that, the big story with Megan Walsh and Adam Walsh and her and the involvement, whatever, she had actually created fake birth certificates, and we investigated that. We had a team that looked into everything. I had screenshots. I had everything that she had sent me, because me and Cassiopeia was on the phone. We had text messages together. She sent me everything, told me I could not share it publicly. Yeah, there was a lot. Like, when I say this is some Netflix documentary series kind of shit, that doesn't even, like, this whole video doesn't even give you half of it. It is absolutely insane. And I just want people to be very cautious on who they believe on this app, because anybody can say what she's telling you. I know for a fact that the reason why she was gone off of this app for a long time was because she was in jail. There is records. We had even had conversations with some people in the group that had even said, yes, Cassiopeia actually told me that she has dissociative disorder, personality disorder, something along the lines. It's a mental health issue that really needs to be addressed, and she needs help. I do not like to bully somebody that has mental health issues. I am just trying to warn people that she needs, and this is not a true story that she's telling you guys. The money that gets donated to her is not to go find children and do this and do that. It is not. Like, there's been other people that had went on these trips with her. She talks about going to Disney and rescuing kids from there, and that is a false story. There is a lot of false stories that this woman and Brittany say to gain followers and attention, and have people try to donate to them to gain money for their own needs. And you can look at the arrest reports and figure that out as well. And I know I'm rambling, so just forgive me. I'm just trying to be very, very careful with my words and what I say, because I don't want this to backfire on me in certain ways. So I'm being very careful, because this person knows who I am, knows everything, because like I said, I put in every bit of trust in this woman. Even shared stories about things that I've been through, and she's not who she says she is at all. Like, it's pretty terrifying, if you ask me. One of the creators on here that is also speaking out against them had even said that he went on a trip with them, and the money that was donated was used to buy Delta 8 gummies at a gas station and some other things. But I'm just trying to give everybody a fair warning. Like, y'all can be upset with me all you want. You can say whatever. I'm just trying to help you guys. Don't fall for it, and don't get on her bad side. Be very careful with this one. Again, I'm sorry for the rambling. I just have to go back and make sure that I'm not saying anything that I'm not supposed to say, but also to go backtrack on the whole thing about Allie Carter. I was the one who told her about Allie Carter when I was on her original lives and everything else. Like, when she first got really big and everybody was on her side with the Pope story. When me and her were having conversations, I had told her about the whole thing with Allie Carter, because like I said, I've been researching a lot of this stuff for a long time. And when I told her about Allie Carter, that's when she started I was trafficked through so and so and this and that. And it's so deep. Like, I am not making this stuff up. I wish that I was, because believe me, like, I am very good at reading people, and I am ashamed of myself for believing everything that this woman told me in the beginning. And like I said, I'm being careful, because this woman knows where I stay. Like, she knows a lot. So I'm like, I am not trying to have to deal with all that. So yeah, be very careful. Don't give her your information. Don't fall into the fuckery. Just let her keep talking, do her thing, and just be very, very careful of what you decide to do with that.
Okay, so I hope you guys did get some more information. Victim of Cassiopeia's and Brittany's willing to come forward, but she's not sure yet. She's supposed to talk to them. She'll get back to me later. Most of all of this is going to be in a very lengthy video, probably in multiple parts. Again, tonight is just to introduce you to these two on I almost said on short buzz on TikTok, so that you know who they are. If you're on TikTok and you come across them, you now know. Do not fall for their bullshit. I'm going to let you see another person's video who knows them and has other things to say that are just as bad. I know there was a girl that they were all talking to named Rebecca. I guess she wasn't like supposed to go somewhere with them, and they ended up ditching her or something. She was going to talk, like expose them, and nobody has heard from her since 2024. Since her last TikTok video when she was going to talk, when she said she was going to like spill the beans on everything, there's just been nothing from her since then. So, it's a lot. It's a lot. There's actually 3 more. They're kind of short. One of them's short. The other one's long. The other one's really, really short. So we'll go with the really, really short one. Let me download that one too. That one's really short, so that's good. And then we've got, how long was that? Oh yeah, okay. And then we've got this one. And then this one. And again, I am so sorry. I totally forgot that it was Valentine's Day when I put all this together to present tonight. Not something that I would normally present on Valentine's Day. But this is what I put together. And the sooner we get this information out, the better, in my opinion. Excuse my son in the background. Oh my. I don't know what's going on. Not a thing. All right, where's the shorter one? Okay. So we'll do this one first. It's only 45 seconds.
Watching Beyond Duality, I want you to start taking some notes, okay? Note that Adam Walsh's head was supposedly in her lap. Her son is the child of the Pope. There's a woman who was going to expose her, who's been missing for quite some time now. And they haven't filed a dime, not a dime, since the start of their charity in 2022. But she says she's in the e-files. She says a lot of things. So instead of following with your emotions, follow with your notepad. Like I said the other day, it's just a matter of time that the real investigators start investigating her stories. We'll see what allegations are true and not true.
So there's one. Yes. Like I said in the beginning, she claims that her son is the son of the Pope and that she is the daughter of John Walsh. 1 minute she says that Adam didn't exist, and then there's another story where I guess she held his head in her lap. The stories are so like far-fetched. Like there's one story and then there's another story and then there's, hold on, let me go shut his door. Okay. Now, I'm not sure if we're still going to hear him or not, but I shut his bedroom door. He's playing a game with his friends. I don't know what's going on. Anyway. Yeah, he's playing a game again. Yeah, let me remove this one. And then let's play the next one. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. He can get very loud. I don't know why none of these come out with the actual names. Nope. Okay, what was the name of that? D85. Okay. Video file D85. There it is. No, that's the 9-minute one. I don't want the 9-minute one yet. There it is. 2186. Ay, ay, ay. Did it not download? Clearly it did not. Download. Please and thank you. There we go. Now I have it. I could have swore I downloaded it. Okay. There it is. Okay. So this is another person who knew them.
To see that I was right about these two women that say that they were on Epstein Island and allegedly were sex trafficked, which I never, ever, ever believed.
The case of the Epstein file release, there are a lot of people that are coming out of the woodwork to let you know that they are victims. I'm sure you've seen this infamous video, I was on the island, Candyland Island. What if I told you this woman has been running a fraud scam here on TikTok since 2022 with multiple band
where did the
aids?
sound go?
She's running her into following before out of money to supposedly, allegedly, and speculatively search for missing children without flyers, without family statements. Now she's even conned others into coming into her sphere to try to.
And before people come on here saying, how could you invalidate that person's experience? I am invalidating it because it's not real. And there's documented proof to that. She's not in the Epstein files. She's not even affiliated with this case at all. She's not an island survivor. She's a scam artist. Do I need to like scream the shit? Scam artist. Scam. And her daughter, which is not her daughter, they don't have husbands. They are grifters and they steal people's money. And what's worse is they lie. They lie about real crimes that are disgusting, and these people should be banned from fucking platforms forever. Never send these people money. Like, oh my God. Now, this guy did an amazing video about everything. Literally has her mugshot right up there.
I'm in contact with him as well.
Actually knows them. So I would watch this and get the facts that you are entitled to and stop sending money to these scammers, because they're scammers. They're nothing but scammers. They're not sex trafficked. It's fake.
Did I download his video too? I should have. Damn it, I did not. Okay. That'll have to be for Wednesday. Yeah, he gives some, he knows them very well as well. And so the Pope, John Walsh is her father, and she is a father. No, she says the Pope is her kid's father. She is the only child of John Welsh. Walsh. That's what she says. And yes, that she's a survivor of the islands. I know. It's ironic, isn't it? Very ironic. And then this one here. Now, she does ramble quite a bit at the beginning. I'll try and move around that. But she really good information after she rambles.
Well,
so let me
hi
add
there,
her
hello.
and then I'll get to it here. Okay.
I worked with Beyond Duality, and if you've been
It's Halloween. She just went trick-or-treating with her, I guess she says her niece,
to be
but okay.
addressed. What I'm going to speak on is what I know. A few years ago, I worked with Beyond Duality, and if you've been following me for a while, you know that. I was very public about it. I let you guys know that on my page. I was very supportive of them. I was gung-ho because the fight against human trafficking is something that I am very passionate about. I believed Cassiopeia, hook, line, and sinker. I believed her stories. I believed the horror that she went through. And that caused some serious unrest in my soul. We'll just put it that way. Now, I never met Cassiopeia face to face. We had multiple conversations on the phone. We had multiple conversations through text and multiple interactions via email and TikTok. At this point in time, she was clinging on to Megan Walsh's story. And because I was so familiar with Megan Walsh's dad, John Walsh, that was just something that was a big part of my childhood as well, like this big memory in my childhood, John Walsh was. And so I found this piece to be compelling as well. But the more you listen to her, the more she talks, the more things begin to not make sense. And I pay attention. And when it's really important, I take notes. Because sometimes I forget. And so I took notes. Cassiopeia ended up getting into an altercation with a large creator, a verbal one, and it was over a phone call, something of that nature. I'm still in contact with the larger creator. She asked me not to speak her name, so I will not be doing that. But once this occurred, I started to reach out to a few more people who were working with Cassiopeia at the time, and we started to talk amongst each other. And then the investigation ensued. There were 5 of us, investigating at one point. And we found a lot. There are newspaper clippings, photographs, family, close family, that all say that her story is not true. There's birth certificates, and then of course there are other people that knew her as well. So once I find out that the base story, the original story that I was told, the horror that I was fed, the absolute traumatic base story was not true, then everything else began to unravel. Because if someone tells you who they are and they are lying about that very basic foundation, you should not trust that they are going to do anything they tell you they will do, because they can't even tell you the truth about who they are. Now, I will say, Cassiopeia has admittedly recently said that she struggles with, or that she has, dissociative identity disorder. So I don't know if that is the cause of these lies that she has told, or if that is the cause of this horrible world that she has built in her mind. I am sure that there was some trauma there, but the trauma that she puts out to the world is not true. It's not. And I feel some kind of way saying that, because I feel like a normal person would never claim these horrific things to be true if they weren't. But they just aren't. So then you have to go through and piece things out and try to figure out what part is true and what little fragment may be the truth. And that's just not something I am interested in doing. Once we went from there, I started to have a conversation with another person who was working with her. They were talking about going on a run. Now, this person said that, this is alleged, that they were having a conversation, and Cassiopeia says, "We are going to rescue these children, and you can take some home for yourself and raise them." Like giving someone a puppy. So, in regards to these rescue situations, let's just throw one out there. Like the Disney rescue that happened. Nope. That was not true. That was not Cassiopeia and Brittany going in and saving the day and rescuing children. That was not true. Even according to the park, that was not true. And there are so many other stories that just are not true.
Okay. Yes, she did just say that. Give me a minute because I'm uploading that video that I just pulled. I am now putting it into the album so that I can share it with you guys. Oh yeah, it just gets better, and like worse and worse. Not better, but it gets worse and worse for these two. Yes, they did scam the shit out of people after Hurricane Helena in North Carolina. I have to pull more of those videos because I wasn't. Yeah, I know. It was the end of the video, anyways. Let me see if it's in there. It should be in there by now. Nope. Let me give it a minute here to upload. Give it one moment to upload. Yeah, the balls that people have, like, it's crazy. Like, these two are just, when I started learning all of this. Like I said, it's one thing to be a Lisa or a Julie or a Jennifer or Fairy Boy or Tim and Angela, any of them, and beg for money. All these lies that they give for why they want money. It's another thing to make all these big ass fucking claims. When you claim to be a survivor of the Epstein ordeal, you are taking away from the actual survivors. You are taking away from the actual victims who no longer have a fucking voice, who most of them didn't even have a voice to begin with. You are taking away from them because now people are going to be really, really leery on who they actually believe because these two fuckers just fucked it all up for everybody, all because they want money. It's disgusting. Oh, come on. How does this thing not update as fast as I want it to? Yeah, I'm going to let you watch one more of her. That way you see her face, okay? I want you guys to see her face. Remember her face, because if you're on TikTok and you're scrolling, you may come across it. $151. Oops, not image. Fucking video file. Come on now. Oh, I'm just getting them ready. Download. Thank you. 852F. Where is it? 852F. There it is. Yep, that's it. So I'm going to show you another video with Cassiopeia. Like I said, I want you to see her face. I want you to know it's her face. I want you to remember her face. So when you see her, you know it's her.
Hey, I really do. A lot of people are asking questions, and I'm trying to share more information. I really am. My last video I made, it hit 1.6 million in 24 hours. Brittany and I talked as open as I could about the islands, there being plus and their names. It was just removed. I'm trying real hard not to lose everybody. Please don't lose us. And hey, we have a YouTube. We have for years. Brittany and I are at Beyond Duality Inc. on YouTube. Please find us there. Everything they take down here, we try to put over there so it's not lost. We're still here. Brittany and I are going to try to go live again tonight. I need a shield of protection around me and Brittany, around this account, please. Screen record stuff. Share it as much as you can. I'm working as hard as I can. It's not about me. This is about the children. I'm trying to get out as much information as I can, and I know a lot of us are. There's so many, it ain't just me. Please keep your attention on the children. I need a hedge of protection. I need the whole army around me, around Brittany and me right now, please. Thank you.
Yeah, she did say that they have a YouTube. Let me hear that again.
Hey, I keep trying. I really do. A lot of people are asking questions, and I'm trying to share more information. I really am. My last video I made, it hit 1.6 million in 24 hours. Brittany and I talked as open as I could about the islands, there being plus and their names. It was just removed. I'm trying real hard not to lose everybody. Please don't lose us. And hey, we have a YouTube. We have for years. Brittany and I are at Beyond Duality Inc. on YouTube. Please find us there. Everything they take down here, we try to put over there so it's not lost.
Okay, so her YouTube is the exact same as her TikTok, Beyond Duality Inc.
Please don't lose us. And hey, we have for years. Brittany and I are at Beyond Duality Inc. on YouTube. Please find us there. Everything they take down here, we try to put over there so it's not lost.
Okay, so her YouTube is the exact same as her TikTok, Beyond Duality Inc. I am noticing that I don't know, let's check, see if I still am.
Please find us there. Everything they take down here, try to put over there so it's not lost.
Okay, so her YouTube is the exact same as her TikTok, Beyond Duality Inc. I feel like I'm lagging on YouTube. It might just be me. I don't know. Am I lagging? Because I feel like you guys are getting what I say. Yeah, I'm lagging. Give me 1 second. God, I'm so fucking Okay, I should be back on. And hopefully not lagging. Though I'm probably still lagging. So I'm going to play this video. And then I'm going to probably go ahead and end because this whole lagging thing is really pissing me off now. 210. Okay. Let me see. Because it's not showing me as lagging on StreamYard, but it is showing me lagging on YouTube. Okay, now it's only lagging by a few seconds. So that's a good thing. So this is the first guy that I spoke to today, and he has a lot of good information.
Oh yeah, Cassiopeia and Brittany from Beyond Duality and claim that they're out here saving kids and all sorts of just ridiculous fucking stories that they're making up because they figure out, oh, what's the trending topic today? And then they just jump on that bandwagon. You say you've never, I just heard through the grapevine that you said you've never done any illicit substances. That's interesting. What's this? Possession of controlled substances, and you say you're saving kids. There's never been any single bit of proof of that. In fact, expressly the opposite. Child neglect charges. Uh-oh. You're beyond duality, all right. You two are beyond fucking stupid to think that people wouldn't do their due diligence and look into you. And as soon as you get called out for what you really are, all of a sudden everyone's disappearing from your pages and getting reported, and then all of a sudden, you block them. That's the thing about the truth, you two dipshits. It doesn't mind being questioned. And when you go saying you haven't done illicit substances, well, that's interesting because last year you did them right in front of me. And you said that you unalived somebody. You also told me and Ash that you with Donald Trump. So which is it? Which is it? It's a rhetorical question. Do you know what that word means? Probably not. You probably don't have two fucking thoughts clacking in your head. Good luck to you, sweetheart. Good Lord knows you're gonna need it, but you're not gonna find it because you stole from innocent people in their time of need. You used an entire scenario in multiple scenarios. I personally witnessed the Helene events. Okay? You think Western North Carolina is gonna forget about that shit? You have any fucking clue how many people have messaged me in my DMs right now about you? If fame and fortune's what you wanted, you're gonna get one of them now. You're gonna get fame. And all of us bringing all of our experiences together, right? All of us can formulate full sentences that are discernible and people can evaluate with receipts. You see how that works? You two buried yourselves. And I can't wait to see you two dumb fucks in cuffs, not hurting anybody, not taking from anybody. And while you're in a prison cell, you could tell your fucking butt buddies in there how you're an alien from outer space and suddenly the Pope fucking did this and that and John Walsh and yada yada fucking yada. And you're gonna have to pay all the people that you stole from. All right? There you go. Fuck you. Oh yeah.
So, yeah, he's the first person I saw. And I did reach out to him this morning. We have been speaking along with the first lady that I showed you earlier at the beginning. I have been speaking with her as well. So I'm trying to gather up all the evidence so I can make a video. I can guarantee you this is going to be multiple videos exposing all of this with both of them, with Cassiopeia and with Brittany, because they've been doing this together and they've been doing this for a long time, 3 years now. They started this whole nonprofit, I want to say late 2022. But again, with it was Cassiopeia that started it. With a chapter 7 and a chapter 13, she cannot have any kind of charity, nonprofit, for profit. can't have that. Sorry, it don't work that way. So, and there's plenty of people who have been on these trips with them, him being one of them, who actively saw that the donated money goes to stuff that has nothing to do with what they claim it's going for. They claim to be helping all these children who are trafficked. They haven't helped a single person, not one single child. And one girl that was about to expose them has not been heard from since 2024. I'm not going to speculate on that, but it is weird that she came out in a TikTok post and said that she was going to expose everything and then just fucking disappeared. It's a lot. It's a lot to deal with. And I have been researching these two for the last 4 days. I know I keep saying I'm going to get this Julie video done. I'm almost done with it, but I keep running back to these two because they really piss me off. And then finding out that they scammed so many people in North Carolina after Hurricane Helena. I guess they also scammed people in Tennessee, but I'm still going through all of that. Like, there's so much. Like, when I tell you this rabbit hole is fucking deep, it is probably one of the deepest I've ever gone down. And I hope it's the deepest I will ever go down. Yeah, the comments on their videos are disgusting because nobody realized. Look, I think I commented on one of their videos when I first saw her. And like I said, it wasn't until I started watching more of her videos, something just did not seem right. It was something within my gut that said, wait a minute, some of this stuff doesn't sound right. Or some things that she was saying about her experience on Epstein's island was almost word to word what I had read in the files. So that's why I started going back to the files. And I'm like, motherfucker, like, are you just reading straight from the files and claiming this was your experience? How are the real survivors supposed to talk when you've got people like this lying, allegedly lying? I'm, again, using allegedly at this point. But all evidence points to they had nothing to do with Epstein, the islands, or any of this. It's just, it's a lot. And it's unfortunate that people will go to this extreme just to scam people out of their hard-earned money because they're not willing to work. That's why I wanted to bring it out, Gigi. And I felt like I had enough to present tonight to bring it out. I don't have everything yet, but I feel like I had enough. The sooner we get the word out and the sooner these two get noticed for who they really are, not generous, nonprofit children's saviors, but fucking scamming liars, the better it is for other people. Because people are just throwing money at these two thinking everything they say is true. They're stealing stories from real survivors and real victims, and they're claiming it as theirs. They're making up shit. Like saying she's the real daughter of John Walsh. Saying her son is the Pope's. That she was sold to the Pope. Like, you can't say you can't make this shit up because for fuck's sakes, they are. You know, and I thought about that, Frognator. I'm glad you said that because I thought about that. Are they trying to like almost discredit real survivors? Like, is that possible? Like, it would work. People are going to listen to real survivors because of people like this. And I had a feeling that there was going to be people out there that were going to be claiming that they were part of this big thing just to scam people. I did not think that they were going to be all over TikTok. But then again, where else are you going to find these? The scammers live on TikTok. The comments lead to that? Really? I haven't gone through all the comments. It's not just, it is about attention, because the more attention they get, the more money they give it, they're given. But it's about attention and money. It's just disgusting. It's I just looked at like 20 vids and scanned the comments. It's disgusting. I mean, some of the comments I've seen, yeah, are pretty gross. Okay, their names are Cassiopeia and Brittany. Their TikTok name is, what was that again? I know I put it in the chat. Damn it. It is Deborah. Yeah, Beyond Duality Inc. INC. That is their name on TikTok and their name on YouTube. So I honestly didn't even realize they had a YouTube channel. I didn't even think about checking. I'm glad she mentioned that she has a YouTube channel. So I will be going and looking at their live streams and listening to the bullshit they have to say. So that's what I will be doing all night tonight. And you know what? That's a very big possibility, because according to Cassiopeia, the people who have been actively trying to expose them on TikTok since 2023, they have claimed are FBI moles, informants, like all kinds of shit. Like it's crazy. Just to get people not to listen to them so they can continue their scam. Oh, I know. She's been going since 2022. Actually, technically, they've been going since 2020, but they didn't get big until 2022, where she brought it to like social media and all this shit. And then, okay, yeah, I would do that. I was going to do that after the live stream, but thank you for reminding me, Dirty Smurf. The longest what? On YouTube? Hold on, let me pull it up and then I'll share my screen so everybody can see their. Okay. All righty. What the fuck is that? Move. I don't want to continue watching. I'm not watching that right now. Okay. Move that. Okay, so this is their YouTube channel. Their TikTok is the same. Correct. And what I'm still not completely sure how she used Megan's story. I'm still finding out details about a lot of this. So bear with me. I just wanted to bring light to it as of tonight and show you guys what I do have. I'm still talking to people and getting more information. Like I said, I have run the background check. I can't show any of it right now because I haven't finished redacting it. And we all know it's got to be redacted or, oh no, we're doxing. So, yeah, don't want to do that. I do have, let me download these two right here. Because we do have this as well. Image file. Cassiopeia's mugshot. Oh crap, I didn't know I could have multiple things up here in the presentation. Oh, I'm lagging again. Let me remove this really quick. The charges are drugs, possession, controlled substance without prescription, child neglect without great bodily harm, and marijuana possession. But according to Ms. Cassiopeia here, she's never done drugs. Good night, Eldon. Happy V-Day. Absolutely, candy is half price tomorrow. So I've got a lot of work to do tonight and tomorrow. I will finish the Julie video and have it up tomorrow, I promise. That way I can spend more time on these two. I got to get the Julie thing out of the way. And my first video on Fairy Boy will be coming out probably Monday. But I do want to do a lot of focusing on these two. Like I said, this isn't just, you know, Lisa begged for $20 to buy fucking crack. Yeah, I don't even want to look at the fucking comment section. But that's her YouTube channel. Oops. Add to stage. That's the YouTube channel. And again, the name of her TikTok channel is the same. They are scammers. Big time scammers. But anyways, I'm going to leave you with that tonight. It is Valentine's Day, so I don't want to spoil your Valentine's Day night. Yeah, Gigi, this is crazy. I think I finally have my work cut out for me. But I'm happy to do this so we can get them well known, not as who they claim to be, but as they really are. Boy, that scared the shit out of me. My mom just texted me and it scared me. I'll have more info on Wednesday, of course. But I hope you guys have a great Valentine's Day night. And I will see you guys Wednesday. Good night, everybody.
Frauds, scammers, watch them scatter. As the sickle swings, hell opens, another soul enters on the death angel's wings. Friday the Reaper begins. crow sings. Fraud or Reaper begins.